Good evening, fellow leaders. Welcome to How to Escape the Matrix. I'm your host, Hannah Thorsen, and I'm going to teach you how to escape the Matrix and become the true natural-born leader that you are. There's no specific first step you have to take in order to begin this journey, so this isn't going to be a step-by-step process. Rather, I'm going to share a lot of information that your intuition will guide you as to what you like the most and want to learn more about. I'm happy you're here, as this means you've reached a period in time where you want to change your life for the better. Not only for yourself, but for those around you. This week, we will be discussing how your body is your machine for success. Sit back, relax, and drink that Wawa. You're gonna need it. Hello. Welcome back. We're kind of actually getting towards the end of the podcast. There's not really much to it when it comes to escaping the Matrix, except just kind of putting into practice all the episodes over and over. There's obviously little nitty-gritty details that I could always get into, but I think for now, I trust that, whoever's watching this, has the tools and the wherewithal to, kind of implement this stuff into their life. So I'm really excited. I'm excited that we're kind of reaching the end of this. But yeah, today's episode is all about taking care of your body and how your body is quite literally your machine for success. If you don't take care of your body in any aspect, or you take care of it but you're neglecting certain aspects, you are most likely not going to receive the success that you want. There are unique cases where people don't take care of their body and they still become successful. Go those people, that's awesome. But for the most part, if you don't take care of your body, you're not going to have that confidence that you need to actually get to where you want to go, because you're too focused on the fact that you aren't taking care of your body. And now, most of the time, this neglect of your body is subconscious. Like, that you're not treating your body well, but you're kind of just living life as is, because you're just like, well, it is what it is. That it is what it is mentality when it comes to neglecting yourself, you can change that, and it's hard to kind of get into the mindset where you want to change it, but it is possible. So yeah, because of that mentality of like, it is what it is, people just kind of slump into this reality of like, oh, well, I don't really have to do anything, my life isn't bad, it's not where I want it to be, but it's not bad either, and they kind of just get into this place of comfort, and that's not where you want to be. You always want to be evolving and challenging yourself. If you're stuck where you are, you don't like what your body is, you don't feel comfortable in yourself, you've got to change how you view yourself, you've got to change how you view the world in order to get to where you want to go. Taking care of your body will skyrocket your potential for success. Again, there are the special cases, but if you just put in that work, you won't be a special case. It's like guaranteed success by taking care of your body and taking care of your mental and actually like putting in the work. And when I talk about working on your body, I don't just mean the physical. I mean quite literally everything. I mean physical, spiritual, mental. Everything that your body is and can do and can handle is something that you can work on, and it's something you need to work on if you want to get to where you want to go. It's not about the materials. It's not about bringing things to you to fulfill you. You have to find that fulfillment within first. And when you do that, you don't have to start with body stuff. You don't have to start with physical stuff. You don't have to start with that. How I started this entire journey had nothing to do with my physical body. And I didn't even really focus on my mental health. I didn't focus on any of that. I actually focused on the spiritual realm for some reason. That was where I was led to from like my advisors and stuff. So, I was getting into like chakras and stuff like that, and learning about just like what the basis of reality is. And I was getting into quantum physics, and that was my catalyst. That's how I got into everything. So it'll be different for everybody. Some people will start with working out. Some people will start with learning about business. Some people will start with, the mental health and getting a counselor. There's no set path that you can take. Take the path that feels comfortable to you. Take what is natural. So obviously when you have any kind of health problems, it's going to affect your mental. So in this case right now, I'll be talking about your physical body. With your physical body, when you start having physical problems, obviously that's going to affect your happiness. If you're not feeling good, if you're sick, if you're weak, you're not going to have the confidence to do anything because you're just going to want to lay in bed and not do anything. Now obviously when you have your poor habits, the habits that are unfortunately stored in your subconscious, those poor habits are going to add more and more stress to you whether or not you're cognizant of it, because it's stored in your subconscious. So these poor habits add stress. What does stress do? It worsens your health. So because you're not taking care of your body, you're getting stress, which is then inherently making your body worse, and you're just gonna go down a spiraling rabbit hole of horribleness because you're just not taking care of yourself. So these are the things that I severely, very unequivocally, if that's the right word, you have to take care of yourself in these ways in order to get to where you want to go and to, escape the matrix. Number 1, monitor your food intake. Start paying attention to what you're eating. And I mean that in literally every way possible. If that means diving into what the government is doing with our health, with our food, with our medical system, that's the route you can take. If you just want to start with, figuring out what healthy foods humans should consume on a daily basis, start there. If you want to start with like supplements and like vitamins, start there. Again, there's no set path on what you got to start with. So for me, my typical diet at the moment, I am very open to it changing, but at the moment it is breakfast is oatmeal with a banana and blueberries, topped with some cinnamon. Then my lunch kind of varies, but usually consists of another banana, oranges, blueberries once again. Sometimes I'll have strawberries, sometimes I'll have watermelon. And that'll be my little fruit uplift. And then usually I'll go with some tuna, because I'm kind of leaning towards a pescatarian diet, but I'm not sure how I'm feeling about it quite yet. And then my dinner, I kind of usually cheat a little bit. I'm like, I had 2 really healthy, good meals today. My third meal, I might mess around and have a little pizza or have a little pasta. But a lot of times I'll stick with I'll have rice with some steamed vegetables and some fish. Sometimes I'll have some chicken, kind of depends, I'll throw that in there. But yeah, that's kind of my diet, and it has severely impacted, how I feel. And, I'm not constantly going and eating takeout anymore. And when I do have takeout, I honestly feel like crap. And I want to feel that way when I have takeout. Because before I'd have takeout and I'd be like, oh yeah, it's good stuff, yummy, I like McDonald's, I like Burger King, talk about, yeah, what's up? Now, I do still indulge in that stuff every now and then because it's okay to. You're human, and it's fine to indulge in yummy stuff. But if that yummy stuff has a negative effect on you, don't consume that regularly. Consume it once in a blue moon. When it comes to working out, I did that for a little bit myself, but it's something that you have to want to do, and it's something that it's just... For me, it was like a switch. Like, I knew I needed to work out, but at the same time, I was like, And then eventually, one day I just woke up, and it was just like a switch where I was like, I'm gonna work out. And I did it for like a month, but I fell out of it. And honestly, I feel good still. Like, I'm not working out all the time, and I feel good. My weight has actually dropped because of my diet, and I've actually just been feeling really good. And I haven't really felt the need to work out because I just kind of feel confident in my body. Could I tone up a little bit? Yeah. But at the moment, I feel really good. I feel really confident. So it kind of depends on also where your happiness lies. If you don't need to work out, if you don't want to work out, if your body image isn't affecting you and you're positive and you're feeling good about yourself, don't work out. You don't need to. But if you're if you know that you're not happy with how you look and you have to do something to change it, and if that change requires fat loss or something like that, then you're gonna have to work out, and that's gonna have to be something you have to work yourself towards. Media consumption, that's another massive one. Now we're kind of going a step above, so we're going beyond the physical, we're going beyond working out and eating food or whatever. Now we're kind of going into like the mental piece, and you know, this is still your brain, this is still your body, you know, your mental is still a part of your body, so it's not like outside of the machine, it's part of the machine. So yeah, the next thing that you've got to do is severely monitor your media consumption. If you're constantly watching negative stuff, that's all your brain's going to see, and that's all you're going to think about, and that's all that your reality is going to reproduce, because all you're seeing is negative stuff, and you're like actually attaching to that negative stuff, and you're thinking that you have got to do something to change the negative stuff or whatever it might be. No, you have to try and limit all negative. You have to try and like cut out all negativity from your life. Now, if you're someone that wants to fix the negativity in the world, the way to do that is not to focus on the negativity. It's to focus on what you can do to bring more positivity. Abraham Hicks is amazing with teaching this, so I recommend going to her to learn this. But the more that you focus, and this also goes back to quantum physics, the more that you focus on something that is negative, the more that negativity will reproduce. The more that you focus on the positivity, the more positivity will reproduce. Why would you want to continue focusing on negativity that's happening in the world? Because if you continue to focus on it, it's going to continue to happen. You can still look at negativity every now and then, but you shouldn't attach to it, and you shouldn't believe that that's all that the world is. A lot of the time people will see something negative in the news, and then they'll be like, oh, like they'll feel bad, or they'll feel like they've got to do something, or they'll get angry, and all those feelings are valid, and you should definitely feel those feelings. But if that's a feeling you're feeling all the time, or you're angry or negative, that's not where you want to be. You're not growing in that state. You're just becoming bitter and resentful. If you do have a lot of negativity that you like, if you want to partake in negativity, if you want to see bad news all the time, then you're gonna have to change your mindset to be like, all right, I am not this bad news. There might be nothing I can do to change this bad news, and I'm not going to relate or attach to this bad news as my reality, but instead I will think about what I could do to change it, or see the other perspective of what this news might be. And then one of the last things is learning. You have to constantly be learning. You have to be feeding your brain new things. It's not just about scrolling through TikTok and seeing people's experiences. That's fun. You can do that on your off time, but really take a leap when it comes to the knowledge that you're feeding yourself. It can be really hard for people to know what to learn. I'm in the same boat sometimes. I get stuck and I'm like, I don't know what I want to learn. YouTube isn't showing me anything exciting. I don't know. And so when that happens, go back to your passion. What are you passionate about? What do you love? And start there. Start learning about that stuff. Start learning about the different aspects of your passion and what you can do to integrate that into your life. If you don't have a passion, just start looking into like good things, positive things, self-development, personal development, spiritual development, mental development, physical development. Wherever you are feeling guided, go there. And if you're feeling stuck and depressed right now and you don't know where to go, you don't have anywhere to go, your first sign with that is to stop, take a moment to breathe, meditate, and ask yourself, what is my next step in this moment? What step do I need to take to get to where I want to go? How can I get out of this specific moment of depression that I am in right now? I don't want to be here. I don't want to dwell on this. I don't want to feel this way. So what can I do right now to get myself out of this? Maybe the answer to that is I need to go drink some water. I need to go take a shower. I need to go clean myself. I need to make myself feel good. That might be your first step. Or your first step might be, I need to go learn more about my passion. Maybe I haven't been learning enough. Or your next step might be, I have way too much negative feed on my TikTok. I need to change up my TikTok to have more personal development stuff, or more happy things, or things that make me feel good. I'd say one of the last things I'd enunciate is focusing on your sleep and making sure you're sleeping well. If you're not recharging your body, because that's what sleep is, you're not going to feel good. If you're allowing yourself to stay up late at night and scroll through TikTok and just like let your mind go in crazy circles, you're not going to live a happy life. You're going to feel drained, you're going to feel fatigued, and when all of those physical symptoms start coming to you, you're going to get stressed. Stress is going to worsen your health, and it's going to be the same rabbit hole as I mentioned earlier. Now, what's amazing about sleep is once you get everything else kind of in line and you're just feeling really good and positive and you're feeling good about yourself and you like know the change that you can make in the world, once you get to that point, sleep is actually going to come really naturally, and it's also, you're not going to need as much of it. When you're first starting out with this, you're probably going to need 7 to 8 hours of sleep, just because because you're straining yourself so much and you're just so used to stress and stuff, your body is going to be drained all the time. So it's going to need more sleep. It's going to need to recharge more because you're so stressed, you're so anxious, you hate yourself, you're so mad, you're so angry at the world, you're so bitter. These negative feelings, these low vibration feelings are going to drain you. They're going to drain your soul. They're going to drain your energy. So you're going to need more sleep. But once you get out of that, you start changing your perspective of literally everything, and you're becoming more mindful of what you're doing. You're becoming more self-aware, and you're doing all of these things to change your life, not just for yourself, but for the people around you. You're literally not going to need as much sleep as you used to. Maybe you only need 4 to 6 hours of sleep because your body doesn't need that. Like, you didn't drain yourself with all that negativity, so your body doesn't need to recharge as much. So yes, this is going to be hard. This is going to be difficult. You're literally retraining your entire life. Everything that you've ever done, you're literally retraining it. And like, I'm 22, so I'm lucky that I have experienced this at such a young age because I don't have like 20 to 30 more decades of trauma and built-in subconscious wiring to like unwire. So I'm really lucky. But for people that are watching this that are like in your 30s or your 40s or your 50s or your 60s, this is going to be a lot harder. And I want you to give yourself grace. I want you to love yourself, appreciate yourself. Give yourself credit for the fact that you're even wanting to change. The fact that you're even here watching this. Give yourself credit for that. That is huge. Most people don't even want to watch stuff like this. They don't care. They just want to sit in the matrix and wallow in their pity. You are making a difference right here, right now, just by watching this. So give yourself credit. Give yourself gratitude. Be proud of yourself. Look at who you were a year ago. Look at who you were 5 years ago. Look at who you were 10 years ago. See where you've come and how your mindset has changed. And just be so proud. Be so proud of yourself. You deserve to be proud of yourself. You deserve that. You deserve to be here. You deserve to have the life of your dreams. You deserve to not question yourself. You deserve to be who you are unequivocally all the time. So do not give up. You're literally rewiring your subconscious. Your subconscious is going to be like, we've been doing this for the past 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years. Why are you changing? I don't want to change. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be like, ugh. It's subconscious. You're going to subconsciously feel horrible. And your ego is not going to like it either. Your ego is going to be like, why are you doing all this stuff? We were comfortable. Why are you wanting to change things? Like, we're fine. That's your ego just making it so, it keeps you in that procrastinating, like, lazy space. You can't listen to that. You have to be dedicated to becoming the best version of yourself. That's the only way you're going to get out of this. It's the only way. Believe in yourself. Trust in yourself. Know that it's hard. Know you're going to have bad days. Know there are going to be days where you are sobbing, you're on your knees, and you have no idea where you're going to go. Know you're going to have days where you're going to be so lost that you don't even want to be here anymore because of how difficult it is for what you're changing. Know that you're going to have days where you're going to feel extreme ecstasy. You're going to be on cloud 9. You're going to be like, I know exactly what I want to do. I know exactly where I want to be. I know exactly what I want to do. You're going to have an ebb and a flow. The yin and yang, that is life. You have to trust that that is the process and you are going to get to where you want to go. You have to release that outcome that you want. Just trust that the process is going. It's what it's supposed to be doing. And in the meantime, take those actions necessary to take care of your physical health, your mental health, your spiritual health. Every amount of health, any health that pertains to this blob that we are, take care of it with every fiber of your being. And it's okay, once again, if you have those days where you can't, where you become ill, or you feel like you can't do it anymore. That's the human experience. That's not, it's a 1 day, 1 week, 1 month thing. It is not a lifetime of suffering, and you do not need to believe that you're worthy of that, because you're not. And the mistakes that you've made in the past are okay, because those mistakes you needed to make in order to get to where you are now. If you didn't make those mistakes, you wouldn't have learned how to not make those mistakes, and then you would be making those mistakes now. So be proud that you made those mistakes and you know what to do next. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this helped. If you have any questions, make sure to comment down in the little section below. And yeah, thank you again so much for being here. I'm really, really proud of you. I'm so proud of you for being here. I can't even, the pride that I have it's so beaming and radiating. I can't even put it into words, so I just hope you can feel it. I just hope you can feel it, because I'm very proud of you. I'm sending you so much love, so much abundance, so much excitement, so much encouragement. I really, truly believe in you. You've got this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next Sunday. And remember, experience does not equal potential. Peace.